Please like and subscribe. It'll be a huge blessing to me to help this channel grow. Why am I making this video? Because he told me to. That he being G-O-D, not Brandon. I have heard the clip of Brandon Lake talking about worship and reaching the bubbas, the everyday people who may not know Christ.
I'd love to see more worship sets, more churches like kind of keep Bubba in mind.
Yeah.
Like we call him Bubba, the guy who's like in the back of the room and he's like, he got dragged there by his wife.
Yeah.
When your opening song or the most of your songs have so much Christianese language, I think he has a hard time going like, can I sing that? Like, I'm not there yet.
Right.
I think he hears a hard fight. And I'm not saying hard fight is the answer, but like, I love like when your first song is like, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. Yeah. I think he's going like,
what does that even
what does
mean?
holy mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Holy crap. Like what? Like,
Yeah.
I don't, you know, like,
Yep.
I don't know. Obviously that's where we want to get to in a worship set, is where it's just every eye is fixated on him. Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like everyone, it's like vertical. Give Bubba some language. He can be like, all right, I find myself in that song. I feel like that, you know?
When worship is a lifestyle, not just something you turn on and off on Sunday, you can worship God when you walk, when you drive, when you eat, go to work. You get the idea. So while there is a difference between a worship song you would sing during church and a Christian song about your life or walk with Christ, anything can be worship and God can look upon it and bless it. Do you think God can't and won't use what Brandon does for his purposes to reach the lost? There's still an importance to meeting people where they're at, and that's what Brandon Lake was talking about. The Christianese, if you will, can sometimes make Christianity less accessible for some. Yes, church is for God, as I've heard many say on this lake of an issue, but do you know who else it's for? The homeless, the lonely, the brokenhearted, the thief, the sinner, the lost. This whole thing about like having socialization at church being a negative is crazy to me. Absolutely, a church service and the worship especially is all about Jesus, but outreach is good and important and valid, especially at church. There have always been Christian artists who break the mold. What I immediately think of is Crowder, especially in the days when he was still David Crowder Band, but even folks like Forrest Frank or even Jelly Roll lately. There is room in church for these deep introspective songs that bring Christians even closer to Jesus, and the more accessible songs for newer Christians or non-believers in the same service. Do we know Brandon's heart? No, but God does. But if you just listen a little bit, you can get a hint of what Brandon's about: seeking the lost, worshiping Jesus, loving his family. Oh, and God knows Bubba's heart too. Why can't God reach Bubba through this music and story? It's reached me to bring me back.